cause conflict. And one finds security in this limitation. Right? Because the brain is seeking all the times in some form of security. Whether the security is illusory or actual. And most of us want security in some form of illusion. These are facts. And so thought, being always limited, it can think expansively. It can imagine the limitless horizon, limitless universe. But because it thinks, it imagines, therefore that is limited. So wherever there is a limitation, there must be war, there must be conflict, because that limitation divides, separates. Are we together in this? Little bit at least. So when you see that, will you cease to be British? Will you cease to be German, French, Indian, and all that nonsense? Because then your brain is extraordinarily free from limitation. And it's got tremendous energy there. So limitation is the wastage of life. You understand this? When one is thinking about oneself, that is how to meditate, how to become religious, how to be happy, how to be, how to be free of problems, which is all thinking about oneself. That thinking about oneself is very limited. And therefore, in our relationship, there is always conflict. Is therefore thought and time, we say, is the causation of one of the major reasons of conflict. If one understands that deeply, not verbally, not merely repeating something somebody has said, but actually your own perception, seeing the truth of it. That very perception frees the brain from conflict. Then the question arises from that, is it possible in our relationship with each other, man, woman, boy and girl, and all the rest of it, can we live in a relationship in which there is no shadow of conflict? Or getting tired? Can go on. To understand that, we have to examine actually what our relationships are. Actually, not what we think should be, the actual fact of our relationship with another, whether it be a man or woman, man and man, and so on. What's our relationship? We cannot possibly exist by ourselves. One may go to a monastery or go off to some Asiatic country, including India, and disappear into the mountains in search of some truth or some guru, or all that nonsense. One cannot live on earth without a relationship. Relationship is the most important thing in life. And in that relationship there's conflict. Marriage or no marriage, divorce or no divorce, is the whole thing. And in that relationship, what is actually taking place? Apart from sexual demands of each other, are we using each other? Exploiting each other? Trying to fulfill our own desires, our own urges in each other? And what is the relationship of this conflict with love? In relationship, can the two exist together? Can jealousy, antagonism, each one pursuing his own way, each one pursuing his ambitions, his fulfillments, his urges, and sexually meeting and having children, but the conflict goes on. And in relationship, can there be an end to all this? So, what is the cause of this conflict in relationship? Is it desire? Is it the obsession of possessing each other, depending on each other? I can't live without him or her. And so this dependence implies possession, possessiveness. And where there is possessiveness, there is weakness. Right? That's it. Is the speaker telling a fairy story? Or is he describing or stating facts? And those facts are, there is no love. We may talk about love. Oh, I love her so much. You know all that business very well. And in that there is dependence, attachment, fear, antagonism, gradually jealousy, you follow? The whole machinery of human relationship, with all its agony, fear, loss, gain,